Hey, what's up? It's Enigma Hood. Alright, we're streaming Sonic CD.
I love this game.
Okay. Kind of wanna mess around with the options. How do I change it to... I wanted to use the, I want to use the, whatever it's called, the American soundtrack because, it's bad. Well, we did the Japanese soundtrack last time. I don't know if there's a way to do it. Here's the intro. Let's watch it. This song is not good. There's another intro song to this, which actually has lyrics. I forgot the name of it, but it actually goes to the music is actually the same as Green Hill Zone from Sonic 2 Game Gear. Well, I mean, this is technically the same song, it's just without lyrics. I think maybe it was only in the American version. I could have done the lyrics. Oh well. Anyway, I don't know how to change the music to the American version, but the Japanese version's better anyway, so I guess we'll listen to it because it's better. I just wanted to listen to the American soundtrack just to compare and contrast the differences. Also because I never really listened to the American version before. And I just got my ass kicked right there. We're gonna try go for the time stones. I probably won't be able to get them all. I'm not very good at the special stages in this game. But, yeah, no, we'll try. Alright, so... there's like two ways to get the true ending to the game. You can either get all the roboticizers. You have to find the roboticizers in the past and then destroy it. Or you can get 50 rings and then hit the goalpost. Oh, here we go. Excellent. Let's see if it can go into the past now. Damn it, I fucked up. Excuse me, the future, I mean. Doesn't really matter. If you go into the future now, you will see a good future. So that's pretty cool. I rarely get to see it, though. Because it's just such a pain in the ass to go to the future. And by the time you can even go to the future, you're pretty much at the end of the stage anyway. Alright, here are the special stages. I really like these special stages a lot. They're arguably the best special stages, but they are very hard and they can be rage-inducing. I'm not very good at them either. But we'll try. Damn it. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. They're very, very hard because you can't... Hey, Churka! How are you doing? Is the volume balance okay? Hello, J Mari. Is that you, J Mac? Did you change your name? Volume's okay. Okay, good. Perfect. Let me get this one. Old name. Decided to change your name to, what is it, J Mari? J Mari Yoon? Am I pronouncing it right? Old nickname, huh? J Mari Yan. I see. It's your actual nickname. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's your actual name. Gotcha. Cool. J Mari. How you doing? Hope everything's going well. All right, so I'm gonna actually try to get at least 50 rings and then hit the goalpost, because then you can get the whatchamacallits. You can go into the special stage. All good? That's good. Glad to hear it. Let's see. Now when you go into the past, okay, you'll see this hologram thing. You can destroy it, but it doesn't do any good. Hey, J Mari, thank you for the 15 bits. Thank you so much. That's so kind and generous of you. Okay. Is there anything? And the roboticizers. So yeah, there's two ways of getting a good future, or the good ending. Make a good future in every single level, or get all the time stones, so... And you make a good future by destroying the roboticizer in the past. And that's really cumbersome. So we're just gonna try to get the time stones, but again, I probably won't be able to do it, just because it's very hard. But we'll try. We'll give it our best effort. There's no supersonic in this game. Oh, good. Did I say good? Because I meant bad. Having speed-up shoes in this is not really helpful. Every time you hit the water, you lose time. You'll see the timer up at the top. Yeah. It's counting down. Oh boy. I can try and get... No, we're not gonna get it. Oh, wait, I got it. Oh boy! Ah! Can I make it? Did I do it? Ah, I did it! Wow! That was really close. If you can get the middle blue UFO, it'll increase the time you have for the stage. If you run on the water, the timer just speeds up like crazy. They stole Mario Kart. Yeah, this... One of the advantages of Sega CD over the Genesis is that it could do Mode 7. I love Mode 7. Don't you love Mode 7, Tricky Boy? Yeah, Genesis could not do Mode 7 by itself. The SNES could. So this first boss is easy as hell. Yeah, at the time, I would say that Sonic CD had the best special stages out of all of them, including Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Maybe Sonic Mania has better special stages now. They're a lot more controllable. As you can see, the boss of the first zone is pathetically easy. You can literally hit him 3 times and he's dead. Whoops. How you doing, Churtka? Are you playing more La Mulana too? How many hours do you have in La Mulana? Alright, so this is Collision Chaos. So this is kind of like Spring Yard Zone. Very similar to Spring Yard Zone. So you gotta wait up here for a little bit, then Metal Sonic comes, kidnaps Amy Rose. In the American version, they called her Sally, Princess Sally, just to tie into the Sat Am cartoon. But that's not her name. Her name is Rose. Real texture rasterization over Mode 7? What in the world is real texture rasterization? Isn't rasterized graphics like kind of like that smooth graphics that you get in like Flashback and Prince of Persia and stuff like that? Or am I thinking of something else? Heading towards 20 hours, nice. Alright, so to travel in order to travel through time, you have to hit one of those signposts, and then you have to kind of start running until you get this flashing thing. And then you'll travel to either the future or the past, depending on which signpost you get. So now we're in the future, but this is a bad future. In order to get a good future, you have to go into the past and destroy the roboticizer. See, you'll see this past sign here. It's really cool because you basically get 4 different versions of every stage. You have past, present, and then 2 futures. Texture rasterization calculates 2D graphics into any polygon triangles. How they do today's textures. Oops, oh shit. So you can do all the Mode 7 stuff using that method. Mode 7 was just a math trick. Those damn math tricks. It's nothing compared to texture rasterization. So what can texture rasterization do that Mode 7 couldn't do? Get these rings. I'm gonna have to collect at least 50 rings on each stage to try and get to those special stages. Some of these stages are pretty tough, so maybe we won't be able to do it for every stage, but we'll try. This part's kind of annoying. Actually, kind of wish I was in the past. This part's a little bit easier in the past. So, like I said, the level design's actually a little different per, you know, between the past, present, and futures. Oh no. Ah, too late. Oh well. Yeah, unfortunately, the stages are pretty short. So, you know, before you know it, you've been the stage already. You ever played this game? You guys ever played this game? J Mari? I can't remember if you ever said you played any Sonic games, J Mari. Churtka, have you ever played the Sonic CD? Projectus made transformations. As you won one turn, they're multiplied to a so-called Super Matrix. Sounds super duper better than Mode 7. So you can do move, scale, rotate, scaling and rotation, all that good stuff. Ah! Oh really? Sonic CD is the first one you played. Nice. What do you think of it? Let's go to the past. This is a pretty good... Hey, Chef! Pretty good opportunity to go to the past. Oh, no problem. Glad you can make it. Yeah, doing well. Been playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided offline these days. It's, oh yeah, I've been meaning to tell you about that, Churtka. Yeah, I've been playing that offline. I'm finally hooked on it. It took a little while for me to get hooked on it, but now I'm properly hooked. Let's see if we can find the roboticizer. I actually don't know where it is, but well. It's your favorite Sonic game? Nice. Played on Uncle's old PlayStation. It was a port? Oh, okay. Probably one of the Mega Collection. So it was probably PlayStation 2 then, right? Hello, Incredulous. Really like the Infinity running animation? You mean the Figure 8 running animation? This one? Yeah, the Super Peel Out. In the comics, they called this the Figure 8. It looks really cool. How you doing, Incredulous? You a big fan of Sonic CD? Yeah, I used to read the Archie comics back in the day. I was a big Sonic geek. They have, like, you know, honestly, those Archie comics, they're better than any storyline that Sega ever thought of. I remember at the time thinking, oh, you know, I'm not a big fan of these Archie comics. They're so different from the games. But then once Sega started trying to make, trying to make storylines into their games, and they were terrible, I was begging Sega to hire the Archie comic writers to do a better job. And they never did. If you beat the final stage the first try, I'll give you all my bits. Okay, I accept that challenge. I'm not a huge expert at Sonic CD, but I'll give it my best shot. Right now I'm trying to get all the time stones. I don't even know if I can do that though. The special stages are really tough. Damn it, damn it, damn it! No. Where's the other one? It's over there. I think I can get it. Is that it? Yes, that's it. Looks like the original Mario Kart. Yeah, Churtka mentioned that. So the thing that these two games have in common is Mode 7, where you get that nice flat plane that can rotate around. Lots of games, got tons of programmers, not a ton of writers, yeah. Shitty writers. They don't know what they're doing. Alright, so this stage, this one's like a giant pinball stage. He looks really weird, you know, Robotnik. Like, he has this kind of, like, gritty look to him. And all his, like, machines have this gritty look to them. I like it. He doesn't have that look in any other Sonic game. So this thing is a pain in the ass, but we'll try our best on it. This thing is really annoying. Like it's like Sonic Spinball, except like a million times worse. Oh boy. Okay. Sometimes I can get up here really easily. Like, the only objective here is just to get to the top, but, you know, it's easier said than done. Ah, I was trying to get that one up. Let's see. That'd be good. Unlike the Genesis games, like, when he gets a 1-up, you don't get that, like, huge fanfare music. He just says yes. As far as I know, this is the first time Sonic was ever voice acted in anything. Well, maybe one of the cartoons came out before, but I'm not really sure. Jaleel White. Oh! Get me up there! Fuck. Why does he clip right through it? If anyone's wondering, this is the Christian Whitehead port Sonic CD. Oh. For fuck's sake! Yeah, Jaleel White, he played Steve Urkel on Family Matters. I to this day, I still think he's the best voice actor for Sonic. For whatever reason, though, he never voiced Sonic in any of the video games. And I always thought that was so stupid because the first voice actor for Sonic in Sonic Adventure was terrible. I think his name was... Okay. Griffith? Something Griffith? Something like that. And he was terrible. the Dreamcast Sonic actor is awful. The Sonic Unleashed one was just... it was better, but not much better. The one that did the voice in Sonic Colors, he was actually pretty good. It's not bad. Alright, here's our first water level. So this is very similar to Labyrinth Zone. Some people consider it to be worse than Labyrinth Zone. I don't know. I don't think it's worse. I think they're about equal. Oh shit. What did I get hit by? Dialogue for that game sounded like they... 3 words at a time with no context. Yeah, like, they were just... Voice acting for the Dreamcast in general was awful. Like, if anyone ever played Shenmue, it actually worked in that game because the bad voice acting was actually endearing. But, like, if you listen to other, like, Dreamcast games, like, voice acting is so bad. You know, like, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Oh, man, it's painful. Like, at least in Shenmue, it's so bad it's good. But in, like, Resident Evil Code Veronica, it's so bad that it's painful and you just want it to stop. Have I ever streamed Resident Evil 4? Yeah. Streamed it, actually that was a game I streamed at Owlie's request. She's a big fan of that game too. So's Churka. Churka recently did like a whole big Resident Evil marathon. He just finished up like Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, and I think 7 too, right? So, but yeah, we'll stream Resident Evil 4 again, definitely. I love that game. Shenmue Remake 1 and 2 will be coming out this month? Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that. See if I can do this. This special station is great. Hit that fucker! No! I don't even know what rings do in this, actually. I'm assuming they do something, but I don't know. No! Ooh. Shit. Oh, come on! You fuckers! You motherfuckers! Damn it! So, Family Matters reruns. Did Jaleel buy as your wax figure? Way too fat to be Urkel. Oh, wow. Metal Gear Solid 3 are your favorite PS2 games? Nice, yeah. I streamed Metal Gear Solid 3, like maybe 2 years ago? That's a great game. Yeah, we'll probably stream that again one day. But before then, I still want to stream MGS4 and then after that MGS5. So we'll do all that. Man, I'm so annoyed that I didn't win that. I didn't get that time stone. Oh well. These special stages are just so hard. You guys want to go into the future? Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's check out the future. So the time traveling mechanic in this game is probably influenced by Back to the Future, where you have to get up to speed in order to time travel. I don't think it was ever officially stated, but I'm pretty sure that's a safe bet. Oh, let's go to the past instead. I think that's better, right? What's this do? Floating cork. I think that was in one of the Game Gear Sonic games. Go to the past. It's pretty hard to get up to speed in this level. Let's see if I can get up here. Good. Yeah, MGS4 and 5. I gotta set aside some time and stream those games one day. I don't know when to do it though. Would love to do it. I only beat MGS4 once. So I'd love to play that game again. Same thing with MGS5. That's one of my favorite games of all time. It's so good. Probably my favorite open world game. Alright, let's see if we can beat this one. No. These fuckers. The movement is so erratic. Ah! You land in the water. You lose time like nothing else. Hitting those glider things helps out a lot. Stay in the air long. Never got to play MGS4? Oh, you gotta play it. It's essential for the story, which I think I finally understand a little bit. That was the time one! We lose. We suck. For fuck's sake. I think there's a total of either 6 or 7 time stones. I can't remember exactly. You down to watch that? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll do that soon. Like I said, you don't get much for getting all the time stones. You just get the true ending. So it's not really that big of a deal. There's no supersonic in this game, but, you know.
Still want to get it.
You gotta hit him like a bunch of times. There's something kind of weird. They have invincibility and the boss stage. That's not typical. So this boss is not too bad. Just kind of floats above you and shoots. Like he has a bubble shield around him and then he shoots these plasma balls at you. Just gotta get rid of the shield, and then after that you hit him once and he's dead. A lot of the bosses in this game, like, you can defeat them just by hitting them once. Kind of weird. Once or twice, you know, something like that. There we go. Quartz Quadrant. So we never got Quartz Quadrant officially in Sonic Mania, but we did see definite references to it, similar textures and these conveyor belt things. It was Lava Reef Zone. Lava Reef Zone 2, I think. Lava Reef Zone Act 2. So, Sonic Mania makes references to so many different levels, even outside of their intended zone. It's really cool. Let's see if we're going to the future. Let's go to the past. One of the other cool things about this game is that each time has its own music too. Let's see if I can travel to the past. It's kind of hard to sometimes. That's the other criticism about this game, is that it's really tough. It's really hard to travel through time sometimes. Jeez. Oh, there goes all my rings. Shenmue's gonna be released on the 21st? Okay. Yeah, I'll get that. Definitely. I did beat the second one on the Xbox. Never played the first one. It was never ported to anything else until now. So it's gonna be cool to play that. Shenmue 2 did give us like a little movie that told us everything though. It's $40? That's a little pricey for such an old game. It really should just be 20 or 30 at the most. And we're at the goal already. Oh well. See, that's kind of the problem. That's the other problem with this game. Like, it's such a good game and it has so much to see, but you rarely get to see it all. You know, by the time you are able to travel through time, you're already at the goal. Thank you, J Mark. Let's see if we can travel back in time. The other thing that makes traveling through time harder is that the level design is filled with obstacles, so it's hard to find like a flat stretch of land to run and get up to speed. See, like right now I'm flashing, but it's not good enough. See, your best bet is to find two springs facing each other, which this is not. See, I can get that speed up thing, but that actually might be worse. Let's see, I'm just trying to find like a good spot to do it. These fuckers. Hey, Dragoon. This is Sonic CD. You ever play Sonic CD before? It does. It uses an engine that it uses basically the Sonic 1 engine. It's missing a lot of the graphical enhancements that the second game had. There's no parallax scrolling in the background. It's about the same length as Sonic 2, I guess. I mean, potentially, like, there's more. Because, like, you can travel into the past and into the future and stuff like that, but on single playthrough, you're not gonna see all of that. Alright, let's see how well we do on this special stage. Never played it before? Yep. This one's psychedelic, pretty cool looking. By the way, the special stages in the Christian Whitehead port are immensely improved, so if you ever see the special stages in the original Sega CD version, they did not look as smooth as they do here. It's been sharpened up by quite a lot. Also, the Christian Whitehead port supports widescreen, so that's why you see like a wider field of view than you normally would. The original Sonic CD, of course, was 4:3. This one is 16:9, but this one's a little. I have the resolution set a little bit lower. So it's not quite 16:9. But yeah, you can set it that high. Damn it. Get back here, you fuckers. How did he zoom out of my way? Oh! I can always get that guy. I think because his movement's a little bit more predictable. There's just one more. No, you fuck! He's moving up the ass! Moving up the ass, fuck! They're tough. They're really tough. Oh well. You only fall from jumping? What are you talking about? No problem. Chicken tenders are good. Actually, I ate some, not like officially, yeah, I guess you could call them chicken tenders, but like homemade chicken tenders. Had some of those today. They're good. This boss fight's kind of interesting. You're on a conveyor belt. Here we go. You basically have to keep on running on it, and then you gotta use friction to make Robotnik's little, whatever the hell you want to call that thing. It's a little podium to kind of melt. All the bosses have like, the bosses in this game are much more creative than in the other games. You eat your chicken tenders with barbecue sauce? I love barbecue sauce. This guy's almost dead. That's it. When I first fought this boss, I didn't actually know exactly how to kill him. Yeah, put up the chat here. Move this over the side. Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Does that look okay? Fucking love barbecue sauce. Me too. Me too. Yeah, I put on it. I like it on hot dogs. Put on my burgers. Sometimes I use ketchup, but really barbecue sauce is better. Okay, Wacky Workbench. Yeah, this level wasn't officially in Sonic Mania, but just like before, there's a nice reference to it in Chemical Plant Zone. When you inject some chemicals into that bouncy stuff, you bounce from the ground to huge heights, just like in this level. His face looks so weird. Look at this weird sprite. Sonic CD is the only one that has this weird-looking Sonic sprite when he's hanging from the pole like that. What's your favorite kind of sauce, Churka? You like sauce? You have any German sauces? I knew I was gonna hit that. What kind of German sauces do you have in Germany? Let's go up, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the future. This one's a little bit more complicated. This thing's a freezer or something. It's kind of weird. What the hell happened? Oh, shit. Don't know if your sauces have English names? Can you describe it? Shit! Yeah, we are definitely not going to get into the special stage on this level. It's so hard not to get hit. Okay, we're gonna die. We're gonna die! Oh boy. Give me rings. Rings. Call this Wacky Workbench because there's so much wackiness going on. It's a very chaotic level. There's a lot going on. The level design's pretty confusing. How do you get into that fucking thing? There we go. Pulled pork? Yeah, I think I've had pulled pork before. Something like it, anyway. How the hell do I get out of here? That's where I was supposed to go. The jumping is a little awkward because that thing's spinning around. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Should be okay now. Yeah, we'll just try to get out of this level because this one is a little bit too crazy. See if we can go into the past. I think that might be a little bit easier. Yeah, so for a while, a lot of people considered Sonic CD to be the best Sonic game. I mean, a lot of people still do. Okay, we'll go to the past here. I think it's fantastic. It's very different than the other games, though. Just like Knuckles Chaotix. Oh, this music's great. Yeah, past is better. There's less shit going on. And it looks better, too. And the music's better. Can I, like, go to the right? Oh, man. It keeps on wanting to throw me to the... Hold on. There we go. Yeah, the other Sonic game that's really different is Knuckles Chaotix, which some people don't even count as a real Sonic game, but it is. I love that game too. In Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, you could control Tails when you're doing Sonic and Tails, but he would always fly off the screen. It was impossible to keep him on the screen at once, so two-player wasn't too fun unless you were using the split-screen thing. Fuck, you know, Knuckles is actually a good character. I like him, but not in Sonic 2. He's awful in Sonic 2. I like him in Sonic 3. But yeah, in Knuckles Chaotix, they introduced this kind of weird rubber band thing that connects two characters together. And a second player can control... You know, one player controls one character, the other player controls the other. And it kept both characters on the screen at once, but the level design had to accommodate that gameplay mechanic. And a lot of people didn't like the level design for Knuckles Chaotix because it was very simplistic. It was fast though. Very fast. So it still captured the sense of speed, but it didn't have a lot going for it in terms of platforming. Alright, so the strategy here is you want to stand on the right and kind of switch to the middle. If you fall down that pit, you die. This can be pretty challenging. Stand to the edge, then jump to the middle, because the platform you're standing on it won't get as much altitude. I think maybe this one we can stand in the middle. Knuckles Chaotix introduced a lot of really cool characters too. Vector the crocodile, Charmy the bee, Espio the armadillo, and no, Espio the chameleon, excuse me. Mighty the armadillo, but he was also in Sega Sonic Arcade with Ray the Flying Squirrel. Those are really cool characters. Mighty has a different ability in Knuckles Chaotix than he does in what am I doing? Than he does in Sonic Mania. In Knuckles Chaotix, he has a wall kick ability that allows him to basically climb up walls very quickly. It's really cool. I always choose him whenever I play Knuckles Chaotix. Oh, the roboticizer. The music's kind of funny in this. Why can't I get it? Yeah, Espio. Yeah, sorry about that. Also, the really cool thing, I love his idle animation because he changes colors. They were really showing off what the 32X could do. The 32X was capable of displaying so many on-screen colors at once, and it's such a beautiful game. Weird fascination with ninjas. Great character in Generations. He was in Generations. He was. I know he was in. He was in Sonic Heroes. Yeah, Vector, Charmy, and Espio. Sonic Heroes. Yeah, they introduced his ninja thing. Why am I not getting that? Jeez, okay. They introduced this ninja thing in Sonic Heroes. Let's see, can I get more rings? Yeah, we're about to hit the end. Can I get some more rings real quick? I don't know if I can. By the way, this is one of the stages that is in Sonic Mania. Yeah, fuck it. This is too much of a pain in the ass to get him. Let's just go. Anything over here? Nah. Oh well. We did make a good future though. If you can make two good futures in a zone in the first two acts, then you'll see a good future in Act 3. One of the interesting things about this game is that it actually has a little bit of voice acting for the songs, for the soundtrack. And I love that. Like they took full advantage of the CD format. Hey, you know, there's a little bit of parallax in the background here. Okay, so this game does have a little bit of parallax. That's good. Thank you, J Mari. So like when I played this, when I heard of this game and I heard the soundtrack for it. Oh wait, this is the future. Oh well, I thought I was gonna go for the past. This is good music too. When I heard this, shit. Thank you, Churka. When I heard this soundtrack for the first time, I thought that the future of video game music, I thought it was all gonna have voice acting in it, you know, like with lyrics and stuff, like real music, you know. And Sega actually did try to do that a little bit. Like if you ever played or saw Sonic R, you know, that music has full voice acting in it. This thing's pretty cool. And Sonic Adventure 2 has Escape from the City in the first zone. One of the few good things about that game, because that's an amazing song. Some games have voice acting, not voice acting. I don't know what else to call it, like lyrics, I guess, in their songs. You know, GTA obviously, but that's listening to the radio, so it doesn't count. Honestly, other than Sonic, I can't even think of anything else. Yeah, I can't think of any other game that actually has like lyrics in the music. Sonic Forces music has good parts, but there's this one part where you run with your OC and the music is bop. Oh, the OC is the original character? Oh yeah, I think I heard some of that. Yeah, I think I heard a little bit of that. Oh, here's the race with Metal Sonic. This one's pretty tough. Give me some rings. So, you probably remember the race in Sonic Mania. That is nothing compared to the race in this. This one's much harder. I might have to concentrate a little bit. Jeez. If you get hit by that thing, you die instantly. How many lives do you have? 8. I don't know what the F stands for. I don't know why it says F there. There was a race in Generations also? Yeah. In Chemical Plant Zone. Another throwback to this stage. Yep, it was Metal Sonic. Sonic Generations was good. It's just the main game was too short. They shouldn't have had so much like extra side stuff. They should have just made the main game longer. And cut out... Honestly, like, classic Sonic stuff wasn't necessary. Oh boy. Hold on, I'm gonna have to concentrate. Shit. Go, you fucker! Go, you fucker! I made it! That was close. What was that, 2 tries? You could easily get stuck on that fucking boss. He is way too fucking hard. Yeah, basically you have to beat him. You have to beat Metal Sonic. Alright, Baton of Madness. I think this was in Sonic Mania. Yeah, this was in Sonic Mania. This was kind of like a weird addition to Sonic Mania because I never thought this level was very memorable. I think they included it in Sonic Mania because they liked the shrinking mechanic that was in this level. For Sonic Mania, this was the only game to have that mechanic. Damn it, I hate those things. Speaking of Sonic Generations, we should stream that, because I never streamed that before. It's actually a pretty good game. Oh, come on, for fuck's sake. Oh well. We're not going to be going to the special stage. Probably not. That's okay. those things are probably the worst, because there's no way to kill those things. So you'll notice the spin dash here is the normal spin dash. In the original Sonic CD, Sonic did not have his usual spin dash. He had kind of like a gimped spin dash. I'm not entirely sure. This game did come out before Sonic 2, which was the first appearance of the normal spin. No, wait. This game came out after Sonic 2, but the development was concurrent with Sonic 2, so the spin dash that this game has is like it's not like a real spin dash originally, but in the Christian Whitehead version, they gave him the real spin dash. So since he had a gimp spin dash, which I might show at the end of the game, because of that, people had to use the super peel out most of the time in order to rev up properly. Between the two, between the super peel out and the spin dash, I'm not entirely sure. I always assumed that maybe the super peel out at least lets you maintain your speed. I don't know if it actually gives you like a faster boost. I don't think it does, but I think if you have a stretch of land, it'll let you maintain the speed longer or indefinitely. But of course, in this game, you rarely see that, so it doesn't help you. Sonic Generations is the last good Sonic game you played. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Sonic 4 sucked. You know, like, oh shit. Right at the checkpoint too. Like, I like them, but they should have called it Sonic Remix, you know? Because that's what it is. It wasn't Sonic 4. They should have never called it Sonic 4. Yeah, I streamed Sonic 4 Episode 1. I streamed part of Episode 2, but not all of it, so we'll do Episode 2 one day. They were going to make an Episode 3, but they canceled it. What the fuck did this do? They canceled it, because the reception to Episode 2 wasn't great. But Episode 2 was actually better than Episode 1. Control was better. The level design was better. It had Tails in it. At least they added some new ideas. You know, you could actually do two-player with Tails, and they had some moves that they could do together. So at least it did something new. And the music was definitely better. I wouldn't have minded an Episode 3, actually. I would love to see it, in fact. It just shouldn't take away from the development of a Christian Whitehead game. You know, if Christian Whitehead wants to make Sonic 5 or Sonic Mania 2, then they need to let him do that first and foremost. But they can also give us Episode 3, you know, in addition to that. That's all I'm saying. This thing's kind of fucking weird. I don't even know what the point of me crawling on this thing is, because I'm pretty sure I can get up there anyway. Or whatever. Alright, here comes Mini Sonic. I remember when I first streamed this game, Sonic Mania hadn't come out, didn't exist then. So I was like, yeah, this is the first and only time we ever see like a Mini Sonic. It's kind of cute. It doesn't do anything differently though, it's just small. Why this Mini Sonic? Yeah. You watch any anime, J. Mari? I know you watched Dragon Ball Z. But everyone watches Dragon Ball Z. Even the people who don't like anime watch Dragon Ball Z. was once this D-bag on my stream, and like he was like, "Oh, animes for fags and stuff like that." And like I was like, "Oh, so you don't watch Dragon Ball Z?" And he's like, "Well," yeah, because he watched Dragon Ball Z. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, I watched the first episode of Tokyo Ghoul. It seemed pretty good. I should watch the rest someday. I heard really good things about it. Where the hell do I go? Didn't I come from here? Okay, I think I'm going backwards. Am I going backwards? I feel like I'm going backwards. No. Yes. No. This is all very familiar. What the fuck? Where am I going? Wait a second. Yeah, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, we're... This is one of the confusing parts of this game. They're intentionally trying to confuse you. The opening for Season 1's the best theme. Anime have really good openings. I really like it. It's cool. Alright, this time we won't go through that door. Okay, we gotta go to the left, right? There we go. Falling spikes. They had something similar to this in Sonic Mania as well. Yeah, when you watch, like if you're watching them on Netflix and you watch the entire thing back to back, yeah, exactly. Okay, I think the next zone is the final zone, I think? Pretty sure. Or is this the final zone? I can't remember, honestly. This is the final zone, right? Yeah, this is the final zone, I think. Can't remember. You ever watch Gundam? Oh shit. Well, I already lost the 26 bits then. Damn it. Shit. There was a bottomless pit there. Very cheap. I think this might be the last. Shit, don't kill me. Get in there. Good. Mob Psycho with him. Which Gundam were you gonna watch? There's a lot of different ones. This is weird. Thanks, I'm gonna die. And you killed him! I don't know how to kill them. There. Damn it. Don't remember the name? Oh, okay. I watched Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, Turn A Gundam, Gundam X, Gundam 00. I watched a lot of Gundam, but I haven't watched the new Gundams though. I don't know, I just kind of got... Ah! That is so lame. That pit is the worst pit in the history of pits. How the fuck do we get through this? Get me in there, fucker! No! No! Open up! Good. Okay, now... How do I fucking kill this thing? Why won't he die? Okay, right when it shoots the beam is when you're supposed to kill it. Usually flying too high to get it. Okay. Yeah, this is the final boss. It's weird. You have to take a hit in order to do this. No! Damn it. I'm gonna die. Ah, fuck. It's really hard. It's kind of a stupid boss. You have to take a hit in order to defeat him. You have to take multiple hits. I think like the hardest part is just getting to him. Like, the boss himself is not that tough. So this guy's trick now. Thank you, J Mari. Thank you for the 1 bit. Okay. Okay, good thing we have a shield. That'll help a lot. Basically just have to take that hit. And then you have to take another hit. Give me that ring. That's it, yeah. That's what you gotta do. Just tank, use invincibility frames to tank through his stupid blade things. I forgot what they called the name of that planet. Little Big Planet or something? That's the name of a game. Kind of a neat animated cutscene. Especially at the time, because we never saw this in video games before. The CD formats would allow them to do, you know, FMV stuff like this. Pretty cool. These days it's not a big deal, but back then it was a big deal. So in the original Japanese or PAL version, all this has lyrics. I think the name of the song is Sonic Boom. Game, my fellow N-word. Thank you for the bits. Are you black, J Mari? Oh, okay. Hey, I had a feeling you were. Hour and 30 minutes. I mean, if you're not good at the game, it's gonna take you longer to beat. I'm okay at it. Nah, fuck that. I'm good at this game. I'm not a speedrunner or anything, but I'm good at it. Yeah, when you're good at the game, you can beat it in less than 2 hours. You know, all these older games are relatively short. They make up for their length with, you know, increasing the difficulty. Thank you, Churtka. What white person names their kid J Marion? Good point, good point. How about playing Sonic 1 with Knuckles? I don't think there was ever an official Sonic 1 with Knuckles. You would have to... Well, actually, I take that back. Probably on like the PC version and some of the other re-releases. But for the original Genesis Sonic and Knuckles, you couldn't attach... Like, if you attach Sonic 1 to it, you could only do Blue Sphere. La Mulana would take 100 to 250 hours. Yeah, maybe one day we'll stream La Mulana. It looks good. Reminds me of Spelunky. Big fan of those kinds of games. Alright, so that's it. That's it for tonight. What's today? Today's Saturday. Tomorrow, there may or may not be a stream. I'm not really sure yet. I'll let you guys know on Discord. By the way, J Marion, if you haven't joined my Discord yet, you should definitely join. We talk about all kinds of interesting things. And I also announce, you know, whether or not there's going to be if we're canceling the stream or not. But yeah, I'll see what's up. What's the link? Here, let me get it. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Dragoon. So yeah, I'm not sure what we'll stream next. We might do another Sonic game. I think we're in like a Sonic mood these days, right? Maybe we might do another Sonic game. We'll see. Alright, so I want to thank everyone for streaming with me. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure. And I hope to see you all again next time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.